Okay, so here, because I couldn't handle staying up all night, I went to bed for a bit, but now at least it's still early, so I have exactly however much time is left here. 9 hours left, which, again, even if I play the full 9 hours, and even if I do the best these decks can possibly do, I still don't think I'd necessarily be able to get 13 ranks. That's more than 1 rank an hour, which I've never shown, you know, since getting to rank 30. That's never been something I can do, so... We did Wall Knight, we did the Yeti, the Wall Knight, and now the Smash. But no, we'll give it a shot, but this will be the final 9 hours of this game. So, I mean, look, I've enjoyed it, but this has been really rough, and it's just, it pisses me off, the time constraints of it, like, I don't know what to make of it. The only point is it would make it so much easier or so much less time consuming if you just had, you know, better resources at your disposal. The old means argument that nobody ever seems to understand. That's one of my age-old takes, that not that they don't understand when I explain it, but they don't understand it inherently, so I feel like I have to explain it over and over again. That's what YouTube exists for, so it's just uploaded. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Just watch that video if you don't get it. So that should be more of a reactive play, the thing here, if you are blocking something. But no, I mean, realistically, there should be no way that I'd actually be able to do it. And look at that, they're actually struggling. Why is it that hard there? Like, there's these Chinese cheaters or something. Bean animal... This is like an enemy from fucking Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga or something, right? That game's all about beans, the bean kingdom. So like some of the bean enemy or bean plant cards in this game could fit right into that game. Yeah, I wonder if there's a card game actually in that universe with respect to like a Mario card game or a Zelda card game. There's so much ripe potential for those. Right, it's the sort of thing where I'd almost make a fan-made thing of it myself. And the whole model of like the Magic or the Hearthstone model with the low numbers is always such a good thing. A baseline, like everything, never mind the effects and stuff, the baseline is 1-to-1. So like every turn you get 1 cost, or every land you get 1 cost. And so because of that, you're able to basically do it in such a way that every 1 mana equates to a 1/1 basically. So a 1 mana 1/1, 2 mana 2/2, 3 mana 3/3, and so on. That's the baseline value, and then all the effects can be a bonus, or it can be something like, you know, you lose a stat. So it would be a 5/5 for 5, but now it's a 5/5 for or a 4/4 for 5 because it has some other effect, right? You have to like sacrifice to do it. So that would be the baseline model of, honestly, as crazy as the Pair of Paradise is, this wasn't the worst thing they could have done there, but I am very concerned about it because you might think, oh, I'm at full health, so it's so good, but you know, I don't even want to kill those because I don't want to give him a chance to play something else there. But I'm gonna have no choice, I guess. Or this might even be the better the better approach here. Even as dumb as that seems. I mean, this is good as long as you can sidestep them, not having to worry about that lane. But no, this is an environment that just wrecks the shit out of me, and it kind of shows you the thing that goes along with it. The fact that, what the fuck kind of luck is that, dude? What is that? I'm usually not one to complain about RNG, but you know, it's frustrating in the context of when you're playing something over and over that you do get sort of tilted. Anytime something doesn't go your way, even though all the rest of the time it is going your way, obviously, or whatever, it's just luck. But that's maybe part of the problem with the digital card game, is that it could be rigged somehow, or it could be, you know, whatever, but or it could just be imperfect, inaccurate, kind of. So I'm gonna lose now, and I don't like it. And if I had done this, I probably would have just won on the spot, or I guess not. I can still survive. That's the thing. Like, I can still do it. I'd be better off probably just doing it, because if I do this, it'll just kill him. That's it. Like, will he really be able to react? Because even if he summons something there, he would have to kill what I'm doing. What the fuck is this turn, bro? Like, just sit there for fucking 10 hours and do it. I'll try to do it. Even if I do it to this guy, that would still be adequate somehow. Okay, okay. Alright, I have to give you some credit on that at least, though. This is a beautiful... Won't even let me have this stupid ass card. The one time I get to play it, not that it was going to be that good. If I had done that the turn before, I don't think I would have actually won, though, because they would have had a little health left over. Okay, dude, okay. Some of these games are fucking stupid, man. But yeah, that Pair Paradise is pretty nasty of a card. I think I messed up the order of how I played them last time, but... we got to at least get to Taco rank 40, and that's going to be my ultimate, the ultimate showdown here. Right, that's the realistic goal. In the next 9 hours, I could get to rank 40. Could I get to rank 50? Probably fucking not, when you consider the agony that these people go through to try to do it. So I'm not necessarily trying to play aggro, so I don't really care about this, but this is I could ignore it at my own peril here. But no, what you really want with this deck is the Snowdrop early on. And the reason why you want it is because of the simple fact that it's just good. I don't know, like, you want to get the effects early and ramp up and stuff like that. I mean, this is a reasonable play to make because the attack value then doesn't matter. You're just kind of... Now, the point is it'll be frozen next turn for that purpose. And, of course, this will still do damage and it'll still stay alive. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's going to end up killing himself with that. I do love this effect so much. It was worth the 500 gems that I could have bought 5 packs for each of these event cards over the course of the run, but that was at least a deliberate decision. Like, even, I'm not saying that it was a good decision, but, you know, there's just some cards I just wanted like that, and you only get one chance to get them, and I had no other way of getting them. Now, this won't necessarily work because, you know, that one's already frozen, so it doesn't matter. Which is really more of a threat, honestly. I almost don't care about the 4/4. I somehow like this because now it's going to save this and kill that. And then I can work towards killing something else too. Giant Zombie does damage. Okay, we can do it here. Not that that even entirely seems worth it. That flag throw almost seems to have a delay to it. Right, I always find that animation a little bit weird. You could do this one if you really feel like it's worth it. I could do this to try to just simply trade in. I mean, or I don't really have to even trade in. I could just do this. Because yeah, we're almost going full aggro face style now. Just because you have, no, you know, the one thing I never really do anymore is I never play a game like right when it comes out. So like, you know, playing a game like this right on the baseline, right when it was first released, for me, it's the same thing. I guess I'm sort of just objective like that because that could have killed them. Now I'm going to lose. Like playing a game at the outset baseline, to a lot of people, like, oh, that would be more meaningful. To me, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, if it's new to me, it's new, period, right? Like, I always say that, like, with old movies or something. If it's something that I've never done before, I've never seen before, it's new to me, so why does it matter what other people think? But I would say that oh, come on, man. They just never are short of having answers for everything I do, man. Okay, we could win with this then, potentially, I guess. I don't fucking care. It's so fucking annoying, man. Just like sometimes you gotta not have an answer. My point is that playing a game like right when it comes out, it can have a certain player base to it. Other than that, it doesn't matter, especially with single player stuff. So it's like I could care less, but that is something I rarely ever do in terms of like getting in on the front end. Like, oh, I tend to even do that on purpose, like where I don't want to play something right when it comes out because I want to save it for like a special, like I want to anticipate it and really play it when it I don't know. So this would be a very good hand, except I didn't get an actual freeze effect, of which I do have like 8 of them, I think. 8 of them just in my deck alone, and then you have the superpower potential, right? You have the 4, or maybe I don't have 8, well, between the other effects, but the 1 cost, I have at least 4 of them. So this will be good to at least preserve it for now, and then we can keep pulling the rug out, and the whole hope is they just can't deal with this early, and if you can't deal with it early, I can run away with it very quickly, and that was kind of a bad, weak turn play for them. I don't really even care about this guy. His impact is going to be very insignificant, but he's going to play a gravestone, so I won't be able to use the freeze effect either. So I guess you sort of are playing around that a little bit, but you know, I have no choice. Steal the block meter is perfectly fine. Bro thinks he's Johnny Depp. You know, that was always Johnny Depp's trope. Like when I'm younger, like I don't realize even who he is, because it's like every role he did, he looked so different. Like, you know, Edward Scissorhands or Jack Sparrow or something, that I would never even know who he was. Like, oh, that's the same guy who played that? Like, I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to know that? Because his costumes and makeups, and that's a good thing. You know, partly it's just a costume aspect, but partly it's like his whole like sort of intended vibe too, that, you know, you're getting so fully in character that you would actually do this, you know, that you would seem like a different person in every movie that you do. This is a pretty good spot that I'm in. In fact, their board is pretty underwhelming. Zombies get deadly, but he's not dealing with this. Like, imagine ignoring that, though. I guess he didn't feel like it would do much good, but we can have the freeze effect. We can have this. This is a bit of a weird turn because if he can't deal with the snowdrop, which he very well might not be able to, then it's okay. I don't really know what the point of this is. Like, I want to trade into that, so I mean, I don't know why I'd really be wanting to cut that short. He's sort of desperate to deal with the snowdrop, so I'm happy about that. I could really use the squash, I guess, right now. I mean, I'm almost dead, but I have the block meter. I have 7 health, or I mean, he has 7 health. This could end up killing you anyway, like if I just okay. He conceded like before I even did that animation fully. This guy's pretty quick reaction time. Okay, 2 out of 5. I mean, all I'm going to say, it's vaguely possible that if I get super lucky or if the level of competition substantially drops, that I could get to rank 50 theoretically, but it's very unlikely, and I'm not even going to say it, but bro, like I did my best, dude. I'm not going to say anything. I did what I could. I thought I'd be able to do it. I didn't think it'd be this. I guess it was sort of the realization, like whether I would be able to do it or not, I thought that it would make itself more clear that I could or couldn't do it. Like, okay, I just can't do it, and that's it. Like, my collection's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. But it turned out it turned out that that wasn't the case. It seems like I could still do it, but it would just be very time consuming and I could overcompensate with that. Dennis the Menace over here. Fucking clown that he is. This almost seems a little like a leafy plant, but it's not. We save the freeze effect. And so I don't really care about the snowdrop that much at this point. If he's not doing anything, you know, you're ignoring other stuff. You would do that, but you wouldn't worry about the snowdrop. You're gonna live to regret that. I've even saying I'm willing to let them have it. You know, we should harken back to a day in Hearthstone where I, you know, whenever I play a card game for a long time, which I haven't done as much lately, I could like I could basically do it in such a way that I would sometimes react to stuff, maybe not very often, but like I would react to the Jody Arias trials and let me watch that in the background, and like I guess I could just play the audio of it and just like analyze some of it, or some of it's very entertaining. I don't know, it's just something very random that I would do, and that I often wouldn't do stuff like that. React content, I would always make fun of it. So you can do like this, and you can do like this. I keep trying to buff whatever is gonna hit his face. Bounce another zombie, which that really doesn't help you at all. So you're kind of just... What kind of a rank 34 is this? Now I'm gonna live to regret that, but like... whatever he's doing is fucking garbage. So we got off to a good ramp start, but now I don't know if I can do anything else. And the reason why is because I don't have anything else that I can do. The leafy thing is not really happening right now. This will kill both of those at least. But no, isn't that such an inspired name for a card in a game about plants and zombies? Firefighter. Wow, like we get that it's a firefighter, bro. It's a little too eager to rescue kittens from oh, that's how he died, I guess. Zombies here have hunt. Okay, zombies get +2. This is like his final epic turn, but he's so far behind that it's probably not going to happen, and so that could potentially save him. Nothing I have has like a super high attack value though, so it doesn't even make like a high priority target. We get Dark Matter Dragon Fruit coming up, and so even though he's losing, this guy is still pretty threatening. But that was almost a waste because you could have done that anyway. Like you would have killed that and hit me in the face anyway, so I don't know exactly what to even do with this. I don't care about that really, but or no, I can't even do it still. Okay. Fuck, there's nothing good I can do. I guess he won't kill that necessarily, but... So I'm gonna somehow lose despite the fact that... You know, I got off to such a good start. This is the kind of game you just have to win. And we'll get Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, but I don't really want to get it. Like, I want it to be over. Right, like this has got to be the last turn because I can't afford to do this shit. So you'll make the firefighter a fucking clown. The little Night of the Living Dead. Or I guess you won't. I'm underestimating my own effects. Never mind. Alright, this should probably work, but it's probably not going to because these people are just fucking annoying as hell. I like that though. Like you're hard countered. You have 6 brains, and so you can't do anything unless you have one that costs 0 somehow. Through some other means, like a superpower itself would always do that. Okay. You know, this is the most important streak for me. This is the most important streak of my PvZ Heroes career. For them, it's Monday. Like, it's such a big deal, but. You know what I mean? Like, it just... Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. Right, like if I just win 2 more now, then I can lose as many as I want or whatever. You go through like the ups and downs of that. I don't really want to deal with it. Okay. I was gonna say I almost don't care to deal with it, but now you do. All right. There goes the streak. Like there's nothing I can do in this span of time. It's not gonna happen. Or you know, the freeze should maybe negate its effect too, but I can understand maybe why it wouldn't. And this is the kind of turn that just wrecks you. Like I cannot recover from this turn because it's just like there's just nothing you can do. Let me guess, +3. Please, I don't need to be triggered by the fucking newspaper guy any more than I already was in PvZ Heroes. Now this could set up for a good turn play with respect to killing that after, but I also can't do anything else. Oh, I'm dead, dude. I'm so fucking dead right now. Holy shit. So effect-wise, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of that, but we could... Oh my fucking god. Like, the point is, this is a deck if you can outlast it a little bit, which I simply cannot do. But if I theoretically could outlast it, then it would be good. Then I would win for sure, but I'm not even getting the block meter to hide behind, because clearly I'm such a degenerate clown who's always going to do that. So mathematically, it's impossible for me to win. Or it would have almost been perfect if I had one more brain there. Or one more sun there. I could freeze 2 of them and summon this. I mean, I guess... It's too bad because you're in a position where I'm gonna lose anyway. Or it's weird that, yeah, it's totally worth it to give me that because you're about to kill me with that effect anyway. Like, I can't subvert that effect regardless, but... I mean, I don't really think I could have done anything there remotely, but okay. Let's look at this. But there's like some stupid joke to do with that. Like, you know, I can't remotely... Like, how do you even remotely deal with the situation? Oh, that's easy. Just do it over Zoom. Haha, do it over a Zoom call, because that's doing it remotely. It's almost like a... You know, I am serious and don't call me Shirley. So he's like... I forget what that's from. It's like, there's no way I could even remotely do this. Sure you could, just do it over a Zoom call. Okay, bro, that was a good, encouraging streak of 3 games, which we almost never get that, ever in the history of this experience, but see, when you lose, it's like so one-sided. Well, I guess when I win, sometimes it's one-sided too, but it's just very irritating. So this is the Super Brains, Clown Fiesta with Bad Moon Rising, aggro deck as well. It's kind of a good combination, best of both worlds. If your aggro fails, you can basically do it this way. Now they're gonna throttle me with matchups, or I'm gonna get like a concede bug or some dumb shit. That might have been the last pack I'm ever gonna open. Well, not really though. I'll get a certain amount of gems for here, but for getting up ranks here. If I go down, I'll go down as a taco tryhard. Okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Perfect curve, 1, 2, 3. I don't really like this environment even, but sometimes it's like, it's better for the simple fact that you're able to just cancel their environments, right? That tends to be worth it. If I get rid of Pair Paradise for that, it's such an efficient thing. Following the same principle of removal for minions, like if I use this on a 5 cost, like obviously it's obviously, you know, you're spending much less than what they did. Whereas if you use the squash or something, it's kind of shitty because now it costs 5, so you gotta kill something even bigger, like Zomboss or some shit, Zombot. Now, this is obviously aggro, so I have to remind myself. But no, I mean, strike through is such a good aggro mechanic because you can just kind of ignore. I mean, you can deal with what they're doing and still kill them. That's quite the synergy there. Not much I can do about it. In fact, I almost have to hope that he gets stronger, and then I'll kill it with that. I would want to keep this alive, but just the fact that he has so much healing is going to be a big problem anyway. You have the strike through, you have that, okay. Where's zombie with lowest health? So in that case, you should have been able to choose. What's weird about it is I almost would have preferred, fuck me. I would have almost preferred doing that, like, killing the other one, because it would have killed both of those, and then I could have killed that with this, assuming he buffed it more, but I don't know, it's like trying to be too fancy or something. So I can choose either of those, so let me figure it out here. This card is actually really good, because it always baits them. Right now they'll play something there, well, assuming I wouldn't have wanted to do that anyway, but this is potentially more dangerous because of the healing capability. Honestly, as much as I hate to say it. Even though that's going to get out of control here a bit. Move zombie bonus attack. Well, just because I can do the trick on there. Of course, exactly as planned. This guy's been on a fucking journey over here. He gets buffed as he actually dies there. So now you can do this. I'm obviously going to lose. And the reason why I'm going to lose is because of the simple fact that I can't do anything. Destroy a zombie. Like, I'm just getting clowned right now. So we got the Astrocado still coming in strong. We got this. I could have actually still died to that too. It's giving me all the cards I could ask for, but now maybe if they play everything only on the board, they could this could be a mathematical anomaly actually, where now unless they play something in amphibious, or they'd have to play something here and attack it, it's like I'm telegraphing that I have an answer for this. But you know what I mean, like, that's the perfect play because now I can cover all my bases here. That one doesn't matter necessarily. Could this be the turning point where I make an epic comeback with 1 HP only, and the block meter isn't even going to save me? That is a highly impactful play. Now I'm still going to lose, but it's about as good as you could possibly hope to do with this. You could do like everything gets deadly. When any zombie with frenzy destroys the planet, he gets +2/+2. I don't really see that as being such a big deal. I'm sure they'll have an answer for some of this. Just any removal could do it. The problem with that too is the same thing, like you would never get the effect of an environment right away as a zombie unless it's like an ongoing one, because you got to play it actively like that. See, like, this is why we just can't do it, because we can't win consistently, and it's gonna be like just very time consuming. I think I fucked up Combustible's order, but let me just reset it now. I sort of switched Solar Flare and Combustible last time. That was actually a good thing. Like, oh, we won 3 in a row. Now I have a chance, but 8 hours and 26 minutes just ticking away. As if you would even think you could do it in this amount of time, but somehow I'm just expecting that the level of competition drops or something. That everybody's going to be like a rank 10 now, and all the tryhards are done playing, and all the Chinese hackers have gone to bed. Now, when people say hackers in this game, it could mean multiple things. Like, does that mean they're making you do the concede bug, or is that just a bug with the game itself, or does it mean they just hack the game for cards, which that I don't even care about, because I wouldn't have wanted to do that, or it's not a surprise that you'd be facing, after this game's been out for 8 years in relatively the same still meta state, that everybody should have really good cards anyway, or the meta decks anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. When you're gunning for max rank in a game, right, you would expect people to have good decks anyway. Like, you know, why should a rank 40 not have every card in the game, or you know, really good decks? You go here, it's good. Alright, that thing's a little bit annoying, but we are generally going to ignore it. Okay. You do this, you can do that. We have a pretty good curve coming forward here. An okay use of that card, so we got little turn of recovery now. Let's see if they can do something crazy on the board. See, they're all about the late game that they're gonna try to ramp towards, but can we finish them off before that? And that is my only hope and my only chance. And the problem with this now becomes like the order of it, because of the simple fact that, you know, you're going to okay. They're in sort of desperation mode a little bit here. This thing isn't going to do me much good, because you have the hunt. You could maybe ignore it and do this and this. Whatever you play second, it's gonna go there, so you got to worry about that. So I break my rule that, oh, you should conjuration or do card draw first, but that's actually the correct play, because if you didn't do that, then it would block this. So I kind of had to do it like that, but they're gonna have an answer. Like, I'm done, dude. They always have an answer for everything all the time. So I could look back and see, like, what is really my best streak with any character in this game, whole history of this game, because I was always doing those permadeath. See, even when they have no resources left, they get saved by both the block meter and the superpower. Like, it's so unfun, because it just ruins it. Like, you can't, I don't know, it's just a very bad mechanic, especially with the way that works and how it seems to almost bug out. But you have this would be good. Let's see if he can do anything about it. Probably pretty fucking easily. Like, imagine them not having an answer for this. They'll fucking mill themselves out before they let me do anything. If we get them low enough here, well, maybe they don't have an answer for the Astrocata. That's surprising, at least. What you have is the ability to do 5 damage with the Berry Blast, which is pretty cool, but the problem is that you have you have the ability to easily probably heal or deal with some of this shit nonetheless. Okay, but do you have a way to deal with this stupid ass? Fun and interactive game. 10 out of 10, just great. And the fact that you don't have a block meter means that I might have a chance, but I've lost games even in this circumstance. Like, dude. Oh man, I hate that so much. Or I didn't need to really do it like that because you would have the strike through anyway. I should have done the opposite. Okay. Now, the only direct damage to the face that I have is the Berry Blast. And given the fact that they literally have infinite removal, I just can't do anything. So I'll just kind of hope that I top deck it. That's really what it comes down to. Or, of course, that's lucky enough. Hope that I get saved by the block meter. Isn't that so fun? Wow, I feel so satisfied. I got lucky and got the right card from the superpower from the block meter. Amazing. 10 out of 10 game, and I could play it for free because the game is broken. Like, okay, let's see, rank 11, but I'm not going to say that I haven't been farmed by low rank players too, because it really, at a certain point, it doesn't matter. But I do have a 2-3-4, even though I'm not too happy about it. You know, I might have to do the classic Berry Blast to the face, or I guess I don't have to, really. Yeah, I will not be denied taco rank 40, but I may very well be denied rank 50. In fact, it's almost guaranteed that I will be. It's just basically mathematically impossible now for me to do it. We got the double Berry Blast OTK combo. If we get them down to 6 health, that's about the best damage we're going to have here. But this is good. Triple. Oh, shit. Okay, that's looking better, but the problem is even as you do that, the block meter is certainly going to trigger. And like, it almost seems like I'm ramping up with the, you know, sun. We've gotten 2 forms of sun here, but it doesn't matter because most of my stuff is low cost anyway. So that was pretty effective actually for him. We got the Astrocado. In this case, I don't mind trading into something, but I still won't even bother doing it. Or see, now if the block meter triggers, maybe that was incorrect placement, but how do you know that? Because you can't predict how it's going to work. But I guess that would have been guaranteed. No, it wouldn't have been, because again, it's exactly the opposite. It depends on whatever the RNG of the game wants to do. This hand is a little bit fucked up, actually. Not the kind of thing I really want at this stage. Okay, that doesn't bother me too much. That's not really too good of a play, but I'll do it anyway. Like, why is it free when you get them like that? I never understood that, and I hate it. You may as well, but I don't like it. I don't know. It would have been a fine trade anyway. It's just too slow. Like, I can't wait. Like now I can just finish them off with this, assuming that whatever they play. I don't know why I'm hesitating that much, but the problem is the block meter is now actually going to save them, right? That somehow... Right, you already know it's going to happen. Bro. You know, I overcommitted. Now I might end up losing and I'll get punished for it, but I doubt they'll be able to deal with everything. Or they do, but the strike through still gets you. I mean, presumably their deck isn't that good and all, but like if it lasts too long, I could still lose because I don't have any sort of long-term late game value. Not the way that one of my aggro decks does, and obviously Badman Rising. So what you have here is Okay, good. So we recover for that little streak that we had with Green Shadow, but can we actually push it to 38? And we've had a lot of trouble doing that. I haven't even loaded back to the screen and it's already fucking in the queue. This game is so inundated with bots I can't even handle it, I guess. So 1, 3. Okay, fine. So you should kind of wait to do that because it'll obviously trigger this effect, assuming that they don't have a way to deal with it, which obviously it's up to me in that case if I want to play it there or not. But no, this guy you see a little bit too much. You maybe think he's too good of a card. Maybe they should nerf it 10 years into this game's history. Like, it's not really... I guess that kind of fucked me up, but like whenever you see a card in like 100% of the games that they can be played in with respect to, you know, the classes that it's playable for, you would obviously realize that it's broken. It doesn't take much to really figure that out. Like, now, even as I say it's broken, it's still, I'm still gonna somehow ignore it. But you know what? I'm not gonna ignore it because it's so annoying sometimes that I'll just do it anyway. Yeah, that seems like a bot name, whatever those. This is the same character over and over. Yeah, the little extra damage I took there versus what he was going to do over the course of the game is going to be inconsequential. When played on the ground, make a hot lava here, which I don't even necessarily want that, but... Not the biggest fan of doing that, but... I'm very likely gonna lose this one though because I don't understand hiding a gravestone in the fucking water. Okay. What is that? Like a mechanic from PvZ hard mode where the gravestones would appear even there and stop you from planting stuff when they're like those permanent fixtures that you can't get rid of, especially in a mini game that's like, you know, something I guess this would kind of be good, but I should be more worried about like actually playing a bit defensively, even as dumb as that seems. So that'll die to the obvious hot lava here. I mean, when I'm forced to play defensively as an aggro deck, I have no chance of actually doing anything. Right, like I'm obviously... There's just no way I can win. Because the pace of the game is just totally fucked up now. This is just a disaster, dude. So we'll only take the one here, but the problem is... Oh no, that was even stupid. Because of the AoE here, okay. Now that is a mistake, but again, did it really matter when I have so little health and... Probably wouldn't have ended well, but that is one of those preventable losses, at least in the moment. Okay, we're gonna get hard stuck here again. Now we have Infinity and then Combustible. Oh, I'm almost doing the wrong deck. which most of mine are similar anyway, similarly shit, because they're all just, you know, whatever, the same random hodgepodge stuff that my collection consists of. I need another 3-game win streak here, which is a lot to ask for, apparently. The rank matchups we're getting are not really too unfavorable either. They're typically lower, and they're typically even sometimes much lower, but it still doesn't matter. You have the ability to have a pretty good curve here. It's just sort of dumb luck sometimes when you're playing like this too, because if they have an answer for what you're doing, you lose. If they don't, you win. But it's like, sometimes I just wonder, like, how can they always have an answer for everything? But that's just how some of these decks are. We've gotten off to an amazing start just in terms of the board presence, but yeah, it's just sort of unpreventable, unmitigatable, just too convenient to be true block meter bullshit that, again, it helps me a lot too at times, but I'd gladly not have that happen if I, you know, would rather you just not even worry about it. Okay, they're staying alive pretty well here. Go like this. This is going to be... Potentially I shouldn't have played that there, but again, they're going to always remove everything I play, so fuck it. This is pretty good value. An environment goes +3, okay. I don't even like that card, but somehow you know, it can get in a little bit of damage in the kind of game. It's the kind of card, like, the game in which it would be good is the game that you're going to lose anyway, so you shouldn't even bother having it. It's kind of the principle behind it. It's too slow, it's too awkward. So I don't care about this, but I do care about... I don't know. Okay, you got that, which will still trade in, so they're still showing a little bit of desperation here. Now, this could hit them for 6 still and get them to 2. It is possible. Or I guess the deadly wasn't even necessary. Yeah, see, it did. Now, you obviously have to trigger the block meter first, otherwise I could just kill him with that. Which maybe I should still do that because... I don't know. The overshoot alone should also do it. So I'd be posing lethal in like a number of ways where you're able to that could be a mistake if they like buff something here now. Like give a +4 attack or something crazy. Like, you know, why even put it there? Yeah, like it made no sense. I should have just put it there. Because, okay, I'm fine, but... Because the attack value wasn't going to kill him. Only the overshoot was going to do it. Okay, give me a 2-game win streak, please, dude. We're getting close to fucking taco rank. That's all I want. Unless it substantially gets easier at rank 40, I don't really see how I'm going to do this. Right, you're gonna have to just do something above and beyond that I haven't been able to do this whole playthrough, pretty much. Don't be gay. What a name. Although he's written it in a little weird way. Okay, that's not exactly very efficient, but I'm obviously going to lose this matchup because it's going to be super slow paced. Like, Rose always has all the answers in the universe to fucking fuck you over. Which, yeah, this kind of card would be good in this matchup because it's going to be that kind of pace. I'm surprised you would even ignore what I'm doing because, like, I guess they don't know for sure that I'm an aggro deck, but let me see what I can do here. You got to do the 2 and the 4. I don't care about the block meter yet. I'll do it there just to conserve space for as we go on here. That's too bad. You know, I almost could just go face with that and ignore it, but it's okay. Make a 1-1. Let's just do that. Put a certain amount of pressure. This is the kind of thing they'd excel at dealing with because they just have... Why are they ignoring me? Why am I getting ghosted by Rose? Why wouldn't they play a little more... I mean, it wouldn't have traded in anyway, but that is kind of weird the way this is going. I don't even care about that. That's the whole thing. Like, why not just do that? Now they're gonna have the... Okay, here we go. Like, it's just too good of a play, dude. You would almost kill him here alone, although I'm almost dead too. And so now you have the ability to potentially kill him despite the block meter, but depending on a lot of other circumstances here. Or between these two, I guess. My problem is sometimes I'm too impatient. Like, I'll just kind of do something. Okay, I give up. That would have been lethal because that would have been lethal between the Jester and that. Okay, so now we get Combustible, who's always good for a couple wins, but you're getting sort of stuck in place once again. Maybe it was just sort of a illusion that I thought, oh, suddenly it was getting easier. But somehow I don't know. You got a 2, 3, 4. You got the environment, which I don't even really care about. That's often not very good from my experience. Like, I don't often get very much value out of it. Only thing that could have been better is I had a one cost minion here. But no, aggro decks definitely give me my best chance here because it's never going to be enough if I play a long-term game. What you have here is the simple ability to like, is this really what people do? Like, they play this game this much every month? Well, they'd be using probably better things too, but let's use that for now. We can save the invasive species for later. So if it turns into a damage race, I should probably win, but then it sometimes doesn't work like that. And so, I don't know. You can do like this guy here. You could do the pair of pairs. This seems a little greedy, and it won't even matter because it's going to, this seems probably more impactful. Well, they only have one brain left, so can they really deal with it for that sake? Of course they can. Yeah, that's not a big deal, but I'll keep ignoring this one guy the whole game. And then you have the ability to, basically okay, you can do the AoE here. It'll open up that. I still don't want to trade into anything necessarily. You could do this, and then you could do this. You won't be able to do anything here necessarily. Oh shit, that's a bit of a desperation. Badman Rising with only 2 things out there, but they're obviously still in a great spot. Now it's going to be very clutch and very tight. Problem is really the frenzy that's going to fuck me over here. I don't think I can really do anything. This will survive the frenzy from this one, and then I'll tank the other one, so it's possible that I'll still last out here. But no, look at all these low rank players. Like, how am I losing to them? Okay, even then I'll still block it, but I don't think I'll be able to deal with the stupid ass thing. Or I might not, but obviously won't be enough. I just wanted there to be some vague chance that I could do this. So now we got the Yeti, and then we got Yeti, Walnut. The Yeti did give me a pretty good signature streak earlier with respect to, you know, getting me to 37 in the first place. I think a 4-game win streak. And now whenever we get on a good streak, it's going to be the concede bug that gets us. The point is the experience is relatively the same throughout most of this because you're always facing higher and lower rank matchups randomly. So, you know, it's not like being at rank 37 really makes it feel that different. I could be Sombra. We got a Sombra player from fucking Overwatch here. Go play the other dead game that you like instead of this one. Yeah, bro doesn't like a Garden Warfare apparently. Seems like an okay play to make for the time being. And so you have this should be a pet, so I guess even if I don't care about the block meter itself, sometimes this can get out of control. And in fact, this is the kind of deck where you would care about that. And the reason why you care about it is because this is meant to be more of a mid-range style anyway. So they're really gonna meme me into the ground over here, I guess. Deal 2 damage. Not a big deal. It'll still trade in. Wait, I'm surprised they even did that. Like, what kind of a shitty player is this? It won't even kill it after doing that. So why would you even do that? Okay, even though that doesn't seem like the greatest play to make, it's a little slow. Just curve-wise, it's somehow pretty good. Right, it's a dead turn play because you're not really doing anything. I mean, it seems like a waste, but I don't want these to get out of hand either. If I'm able, yeah, see, they're just using a shitty deck, I guess. Like, who would use this in a serious, actual good deck? Also me. I am using stuff like that because I don't have a choice. Sometimes it's just the best thing I have, or, you know, it's all equally kind of arbitrary to what I have. Destroy one of their nuts or berries, so I hope they actually play one, though, because you have very little to work with here. Even if they played something here to protect it, you could use the frenzy to get through it. Oh shit. But see, that's still like a desperation play because of the simple fact that you have you know, you have basically nothing left now, so I'm not too worried about it. I could bounce something back. I don't think I care too much about it, or I don't want to bounce that back because then we'll give him another buff that we can't afford to happen. But he's kind of in just desperation mode. Oh shit. I'll just do this. Buy myself a little time. So even against a deck like this that doesn't seem that good, I'm still having a lot of trouble because it's a little bit scary. Like, I would have almost, you know, well, I've gotten him lower, but it doesn't really seem to matter to me as much, right? I feel more worried about dealing with what he's doing. You got something here. Oh, this would be pretty good to deal with it, I guess. Maybe I could have put the other one there in case he's gonna summon something else, but am I gonna lose to a Sombra main over here? Now you're gonna hit him for 8 potentially between these two. And the reason why that's good is because he'll almost be dead, but then also the block meter is gonna come into play here. And so it would allow you to basically trigger the block meter. You're within 3. I don't think this will be too good what you got from it, but it can be really good. You know, you never really see a 6 cost come of it. Yeah, and you don't. Because this game is so tilted in one direction with there's so few high cost cards in the game, period. Okay. How convenient. How convenient. Yeah, that is his final desperation play. If it's either one of these, we win the game. Oh my god. Wait, what was that animation? I don't think I've ever seen that thing attack before. What even was that? Because that thing's normally not meant to attack. Okay, let's keep going in a minute here, but that should almost be I don't know. I'm just so fucking tired, man. The real point is if I had played this much every day, maybe of the whole season, then I would have been able to do it, but there's no way I would have been able to do that. Like if I, you know, an 8-hour session where you stay up all night or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do here. So can the Yeti deliver me another good streak? I mean, I think it was sort of incidental. I don't think he's really that good in terms of my other heroes, but certainly the aggro decks have done better overall, because a lot of these matchups you're just not going to win. If they have something much better, control, long game stuff, which is how I'm sort of supposed to play with this. But yeah, see, now we get to farm the low rank players all night, but I still can't. That's the issue. It's not that, oh, we're not getting those kind of favorable matchups. It's that I can't win those matchups still. Like, I'm still gonna lose. Somehow, we're losing to these guys too, sometimes. Because we can just trade on the board. I don't really care about that too much. You know, I'm not gonna try to aggro him out, but somehow he might do that to me. Yeah, not a big deal. The whole goal with this kind of thing is just I have to survive. I don't care about anything else. But the issue with that, of course, is I survive, but then for what purpose? Nothing, really. Just so I can play my nurses, just so I can play my little deep sea gargantua and stuff, but that wouldn't really be enough to constitute a win condition on its own. So, you know, the bias is always to play towards the left side because you get to, whatever, avoid being hit first or to hit them first. But that was a very weak turn, which I could even react to very easily here. And so you have the ability to, you know, I can just override that shit right now. Oh shit, now you're giving me, I'm just complaining about that. Oh, what do I have as a late game play? Also, the one card in the game that you can't even do anything about, because again, there is no way to negate effects really, like a silence, so there's nothing you can do aside from maybe the zucchini to ever stop somebody from continually playing that. At least we get rid of that stupid healing thing and everything else is good. We're off to a very good start with this, but I do need to see if I have something a little better here to play. I just have to get a minion of some kind. So I do have a good number of gargantuas in here. There's just no like real synergy between them. It's all fuck me. That's the kind of turn you can't afford. Right, that turn alone could just sink me. And so now you have definitely, I might even do that. Doesn't really seem worth it, but you know what, let's just do that. Right, since we have nothing else to play that turn, why even bother worrying about it? You'll have the strike through there, you'll have the Octo Zombie, I'll just do it even here, fuck it. And again, I'd love to see you deal with it, because there's no way that you actually can deal with it. You kill it, I summon it the next turn. You kill it, I summon it the next turn. It's literally an invincible card. Sure, it's a little slow, like they could beat you on the, they could rush you down before it matters, but you know, it's not necessarily going to come to that. I mean, he served his purpose, but it wasn't really doing anything. It just delayed the inevitable. We'll go ahead, we'll try to do that as well. Or I guess that was sort of unnecessary, but I just wanted to play it and not block the cowboy. But yeah, the Octo Zombie alone should win you. No, but it doesn't matter. I still get it back. So that is the kind of card I wish I had. In fact, that is one of my favorite cards in the game, just conceptually, with the infinite value and really no way of dealing with it. The only thing I can think of is the zucchini that would stop you from getting it back. Something that basically has a polymorph. I guess the rose card does too. Transform it in like a 1/2 goat, right? So then it won't get the, it won't have the effect obviously to get it back. Ro thinks he's a Nubercon from, or not a Nubercon, a Nuberok from Hearthstone or something. Okay, this is not bad, but you know, oh, mulligan the 3 cost, you'll get a 2 cost, but I probably won't, so then I'll be even more screwed. And like, oh, I should have waited to play that for optimal value. All these kind of things that people would probably say, but it's like, you don't, somehow you don't understand the pace of the game. Well, you don't understand the pace of my deck then, at least. Like, maybe, yes, if you have an optimal top tier deck, I could afford to do that, but you know, because my deck is so limited and it requires certain things, that if that's basically my rule. Like, if I have to make a turn where I don't play anything, I may as well just concede. Every single turn I have to play something. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a berry blast to the face, it could be a trick, it just has to be something. You have to play with some amount of pace. And this is kind of bad given that. Actually, I won't even do it. I mean, it is still good it is still good value, but you have a case where, you know, it's slow. I'll even do it just because I'm obviously unable to play anything, so this seems like a bad play, but I'll still do it. Give me like a really low cost thing that I could actually play. Oh, that's pretty good though. Deal 2 damage to random planner hero. Ankylosaurus. When not displaying however struggles, they wish to go clubbing. So this guy protects these fucking little forget-me-nots like a true Raphael from Yu-Gi-Oh moment where he's like a fucking clown and just protects everything like it really matters. So we'll still try to get rid of it. It's not even like I play tricks that much such that I would care about it. Right, I'm the least trick favoring player, but I still don't like keeping that around so long. Wow, dude, he won't let me fucking do it. I'm gonna have to use this on there. Not that I need to at all, but holy shit, he just won't let it go. Let me guess, he's gonna have a piece of removal for it, so I won't be able to kill that. I'm gonna get soloed by forget-me-nots. Seedlings next door, which I won't really be able to do anything about. Okay, at least something finally stuck around for me. But no, their attack animation is sick. I don't even know what that was. The tiny seed of a nobody actually knows. This is when played behind a plant. Okay, so it's not really important right now. This is okay. This is okay. No, I could do the effect of that, but I don't really want to do the effect of it. For some weird reason, I'm actually saving it. Or I guess I could have just played it as a static play, though. But somehow I feel like it's gonna come in handy in a minute here. Fill up your super block meter. Don't really care about that right now anyway. I could play it over here, or I guess not. It'd have 6 health. It'll still die. I can't really tell who's winning or losing this game. Like, they only have 2 cards in their hand, but I'm not too happy about my position either. So you could do it here and then like, oh, you would kill one of those. I don't know. I don't like this whole lane. Play a plant, attack becomes 3. I guess I'll do it just to tank. I'm not too happy about him, but they'll get their stupid ass block meter. When hurt, deal 4 damage to a zombie here. Charge slow it out now. He's pulling out the big guns. So now I could use this on there, or I could do this, or I could do this with the 1/1 dinky fucker. So Let's get +1/+1. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely deal with the Charge Lord. I don't really care too much about that. In fact, I'll probably play it there because then it'll be empty. Or maybe I don't need to then. I can do like... Or, I don't know why I did that. Like, I could do that now, but I could also do it on the height if you decide to play something there. Or I could also do this if you want to be such a clown about it. Okay, so this Deep Sea Gargantua has lasted a long time. I should just call it the Flame Wreath Faceless. Neither of those names which roll off the tongue, but I like both of those cards. I could actually use the little boot here too. If they fill up the board and think that's going to save them, or if they play something here and think that's going to save them. Dude, this is the kind of way you want this deck to go in terms of, you know... Oh shit, that's one thing you actually wouldn't be able to deal with there. Everything's gonna die though. Or in fact, that's not going to die somehow. The, it's unfortunate. That'll end up trading in. This is okay. Wait, how did that not die if I use the fucking thing on it? Okay, he thinks he's being all cute right now. Bro is being a cutie pie. So we could freeze this. It's still gonna damage me. We could return it to the hand, which isn't actually that big of a deal. Like, if I still lose this, I'm gonna be pretty mad. I don't know, I guess I'll just do that. But like, I'm taking a certain amount of damage from the actual thing, from the effect of that anyway, so... You never really want the game to drag out this long, even though you would think this deck is more suited for that. So I could pull this out and really surprise them. I could do both even, so... That should be fine, I guess. This seems like a total waste. In fact, I won't even bother doing it. Or it should be over, but he's gonna have the block meter itself to save him. As expected. I mean, this is the most long-winded, grueling game that we've ever seen where, you know, like, why is it going on this fucking long? Bro. Okay, so you can summon the little disco nut. That is, I think I decided when I was doing like my tier list of my favorite cards, I decided that's my favorite card in the whole game. But it's, oh shit, it's a case where it's not my favorite because, well, it's the favorite of the ones I have at least. I can't remember what the other ones were, but some of them would be pretty obvious, like, oh, I love Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, but maybe not entirely for the reason you think. I mean, that was a worthy battle to try to get to 38 here, or like, you know, get within striking distance. Okay, you don't really need these here. Okay, sometimes I will do that though, or I'll make a point to try to keep something that's higher cost just because you're gonna want it later and you're not gonna get it when you need it. Well, that's good because I will get to capitalize on this still. Yeah, well, why is the Yeti doing so well? Not that I mind it, but this is the second streak that's gonna be pretty impactful. It would almost be the sort of thing where I'd say, oh, we should only play as the Yeti then, and, you know, make a point to pick favorites, but I don't do that. You know, they play till they lose, and then we move on and we rotate around everybody else. which again, maybe just succeeds in wasting time. But I also wouldn't say that there's any one definitively that's the best. Like, they all have their moments, but this gets +2 when it hurts to play hero conjure card that costs 2 or less. See, I love turns like that where they just don't do anything. Which again, that's exactly my pet peeve where I can't afford that. So now we go here, you go here. Maybe that's a bit overkill. That goes against my rule of it goes against my rule of like, you should always like spread the love a little bit and don't overcommit to one thing. Like, that guy was already a high priority target, so there's no need to buff him even more. But I also have another rule that, like, play everything as soon as you get it if you can. Like, don't wait, because there's nothing to wait for, because you want the game to be over. That could be very problematic, and the reason why is because I don't have an environment of my own to deal with, so I'm in trouble. Oh, thank God. What the fuck kind of RNG fiesta are we seeing? Every time I say something, I get exactly what I need. That happened like in one of the last games too. Oh shit, what are the chances of that? Now, they'll still be able to play something there before I can even do anything. But I mean, I'm also presenting lethal, so they don't have exactly the luxury to be doing this shit. That doesn't even help you. You have to deal with the stupid dinosaur. So we're winning fully to conjured cards that we don't even have in my deck. Like, fun and interactive game. Like, of course, I can win every game in which I use cards that I don't actually have, that I just conjure. Like, that's clearly to my credit, don't you see? RNG abuser. But yeah, go ahead, take me home, Yeti. If you want to be the fucking MVP of the whole run, I can take it. I don't know why. There's nothing about this deck that I think is that good, but it's very similar to the Smash anyway. Like, you know, it's okay, but it's kind of a little bit too slow and doesn't have like really the high top end value to it. Naughty Alice. Now again, this is like a house money game, but I don't want to lose the Yeti streak, I guess. That's so disgusting that they take away the win streaks at rank 30. Like, what kind of fucked up game is this? You know, even Hearthstone doesn't do that. I don't know when Magic does it actually, but it seems a little bit unfair. Like, I have no idea what happens at rank 40, but nothing could be that much harder than what we have here. Like, in terms of the circumstance of what the format does, you've already lost win streaks, you're already losing stars every time you lose a game, so what more is there to do? You want to play this out on the board, but I really can't afford to do it, so what do I do? That seems like a waste. Maybe I'll ignore it for now, I don't know. I don't like it. If it's such a suboptimal trade, you know, you shouldn't even worry about it. But no, I should have done this a couple times throughout the month, like where I did a really long session. I just wasn't feeling motivated enough, or it felt like maybe I just wasn't going to be able to do it. But now, the fact that I'm putting it together a little bit here, that is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, actually. Like, I was stuck at rank 35 for a week. Now in like 2 days of playing, I've gotten from like 35 to 38. Like, how does that just suddenly happen? It's something to do with the end of the month. Like, you know, as it gets closer, people stop trying so hard or whatever. Yeah, this is at least a lower stakes game, but oh, here we go, bro. Here we go. This will at least survive it now. The amount that does to the fucking face is nuts, too. This would be important and worth it to do, even though I don't want to do it. Or it almost wouldn't matter, but... well, I don't care. Now, if they have a way to deal with this, I'm screwed. When you see a shooting star for Make a Wish, any wish that involves taking down zombies, that is. Yeah, my wish on the star fruit in PvZ hard mode was to beat 5-4 or whatever the fuck. New game plus 5-4. Now, how does this work with the block meter? It only does it like once, I feel like. Well, that was pretty fucking good though, because you know, it would have absorbed all of it together then. So I have to have something to deal with that, and I guess that'll have to do because I can't do anything else. I mean, it is a 5-cost card. You kind of forget that, but oh my fucking god. Well, thank you for making it seem more worth it than what it would have been. I was sort of questioning, is it really worth it? And then he does that, which I'm not a big fan of this environment, but I mean, I like the idea behind it, but it's kind of a little overrated. But now I'm gonna get punished for even saying that. Okay, that's fine. See, we still have a chance to win this, but it's very gonna be very tight. I should play something weak here and just not even worry about it, because of the simple fact that you have I don't really want to do this, but again? What the fuck? I mean, I'm obviously dead because it hits at the same time, so yeah, you can't even get double block meter from it. But I mean, that is one of the nastiest fucking interactions in the game. Okay, what do we got? We did the Yeti, we can do the Wall Knight. Yeah, the Yeti single-handedly got me from 36 to 37 and from 37 to 38 because, you know, we went on a good streak both times. That's pretty surprising. Let's see, we have 3, 3. I don't really want that. That's good enough. 2, 3, 4. And again, I like Wall Knight, but I don't think he's really that good for me here. I don't have like a good late game play that you really need. I'd be happy with rank 40. Like, that's all I want. I'll just get rank 40 and then I'm done, because more than that is just not going to happen. I wasn't prepared to put in the amount of time that I'd have to put. Oh shit, give it to me there though. Fucking concession bug. That'll help. And you might say, oh, that's like cheating, but first of all, it's not up to me that it does that. But number two is, I've lost a couple games at least because of that too, where it makes me concede at the beginning, whether that's even a bug or whether they're actually just afraid of me because I'm so good at the game, or whatever the fuck the reason is. You don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. You know, I'd be willing to keep that just because the alternative could be worse, that you'll get something higher cost, even though I don't have that many high cost cards in my whole fucking collection. Even though the game itself doesn't have that many high cost cards in it, period. But yeah, give me a couple of those kind of wins once in a while to just build up the momentum here. Right, that can always help put you over the top. It makes me feel bad because I was so close, like it would have just taken an exhaustive amount of extra time here. If I didn't have that bad stretch in the middle that I just can't even explain really. But it was during a time where I was playing a lot less too, I guess. But there's nothing that could really happen here that's going to be good. You have the healing capability, which I don't even want yet. This would be pretty efficient of a trade, but now it won't be. I spoke too soon. Although even that's still fine. Just don't do anything again. Okay. Losing to a paparazzi. Who am I? That one queen, Diana, whatever the fuck, who they made some law because of what happened to her. I forget what it even is about, but rule number 1 of making a reference. Know what the fuck the reference even is. I would like to do this, but I mean, I better just do it. So the whole thing here is just you'll trade in and you'll still fucking survive. God damn it, dude. I did all that just to stop you from doing that shit. Well, this one looks like an easy loss just to cover up the previous normally I wouldn't even care about that, and I would rather have just focused on a different lane. Like, it's not as important to keep that alive as it is to keep myself alive here, but yeah, based on this, I don't think they're gonna get to rank 50 either. Like, why is it so hard to do? I mean, I would have died anyway, even if I put it there, but okay, that's fine. So we lose the disconnect bin that we just got, and then from the Yeti to the Smash. Yeah, how come the Smash isn't doing better then, since the Yeti's doing so well? Once is a once is luck, twice is a fluke, but at some point it becomes a pattern where he's actually just doing good. Okay, not the greatest hand that we have. I don't know why you get fucked on the mulligan so often. Like, you know, I have a good number of low cost cards in all these decks, but in fact, that's often my complaint, is I don't have enough high cost cards. Not even just like, oh, you know, choosing to put them in my deck, but even just like, look at that start, dude. I may as well just concede already, and I have nothing to lose even if I do concede. But yeah, the biggest lesson here is you shouldn't underestimate it, but you should also consider, you know, what is at stake. Like, I don't know. When revealed, the playing gets -2, and I guess that's okay. This is one of those games that you call fun and interactive, where you literally can't even do anything. Everything I play, they just immediately have removal for, so what the fuck can I do? Now this would be good to get rid of that, but I don't have anything to play along with it. Okay, bro. Okay, dude. Come on, man. Like, literally, you can just get me 100-0 with this because I can't fucking play the game. So, you'll go here, and then you'll go there, and that would actually hit you in the face because that'll kill that. And then, oh shit. Maybe that would be worth it, but now you can't decide even. That does seem like a higher priority target, but somehow I don't care. That seems like a very stupid play, but I mean, it died at the bullseye, but even if I didn't do that, it's like nothing was really happening with that shit anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good at least. I won't take any meaningful amount of damage here still. And they only have 2 cards in their hand, so there is a good chance of a reversal here. In fact, that mole kill play almost fucked them up. They were doing better before. Look at that. That was a disaster. They had the bullseye. They had everything going for them. Now, I would like to do that, but I also like this, so I don't know. This is one of my favorite zombie cards. Just anything that increases the cost of their tricks I like, and of course I like armor as a mechanic a lot. Okay, bro is really gonna drag it out. You got a 4/4 play here that could be pretty good, even though I won't end up using the actual effect. It's the case where I can do it here and then I can do it there. Let's see what we get actually first. Oh shit. The endless Yeti loop that I'm gonna be fucking greedy to try to do. The buff there doesn't really matter too much. I do like that as far as infinite value that we're gonna get here. It's like when I forget. It's just like one of those infinite loop chains that you could potentially get in any card game. Right, where a card that generates something generates itself, and then it can, or not even that, but just like a loop, like a card that you conjure that conjures something else that also conjures. It doesn't even have to be the same exact one, but so they're not really doing a whole lot when it comes to, like, maybe I shouldn't even worry about what they're doing. But then again, this fucking stupid ass guy is pissing me off. Like, he's gonna keep spamming the stupid ass bananas all day. I don't know. That first lane is pointless because it's just a sunflower and a fucking nut that doesn't have any attack, so. Look at him trying to protect this stupid ass banana. That was here again, -3. Okay, fine. Now, all you have to do is you have to... You know, that sends kind of the wrong message, though, with something like this, that, oh, it just takes a lot of time. So if you just, you know... Like, oh, anybody could do something if you just play long enough, or nobody could do it if you don't. Kind of like chess, like just... It's less about, oh, your innate intelligence and blah, 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 and it's more about your... more about just how much time you put in and things like that. Like, oh, look how genius chess players are. Also, they study for 20 years of their life to become that good. I'm half tempted to use this effect, but I also kind of like the board presence of not overdoing it. When played, another zombie gets +2/+2 when hurt, bounce to go. I don't know why I'm playing like so slowly here, but yeah, the healing here is very useful, and it seems very one-sided, but doesn't mean that their deck is that good or anything, but they are ranked 30 plus, so you can't really complain. But yeah, this guy alone would just give me infinite value, and now he's actually pretty well protected too, for the simple fact that you have or it's gonna end up going there anyway, isn't it? Because you have what the fuck? Wait, that's actually not too bad still, though. I mean, what they're doing is they're just not playing any minions themselves of any significance. Like, it's all just empty shit. So all you have to do now is you have to keep using the value from this guy. Make a wall. I mean, he's certainly dragging it out where he might actually have some epic play to win off. But for now, I don't think so. That's the one that could really be the danger, is the actual... this, so maybe I should use it some other way. When played, another zombie gets +2/+2. We can use the rolling stone itself with respect to dealing with this. I'm playing this one sort of casual and laissez-faire in a way that is kind of weird. Like, I'm acting like I'm just gonna win no matter what and letting it drag out way too long. Turn 15. So the reality is that he's gonna heal for a certain amount, but it's not too big of a deal. And this thing maybe would allow you to also get away with that. I'm just enjoying milking the infinite value of this, I guess. That seems kind of like a waste because, you know, it's just... Wait a second, though. How did you subvert that? Because something was already there, I guess. And this where team up can kind of fuck you up, too, because then it'll force two things to go. Okay, man. Is he going to make a comeback, dude? This alone should almost end it, though, before... The problem is he's gonna absorb one of them with the block meter, or maybe not, but he did. Okay. This bro is literally invincible though. So my board is pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty satisfying game because you get to... You know, it's just... certain amount of healing that he's gonna get, but he's been unable to deal with this like the whole game. Yeah, this cat lady is gonna fucking wreck you even if you can deal with this, which also has frenzy. Bro, infinite healing, man. I'm still gonna win though. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. That none of that saved you. So the frenzy here. Okay, let's see if we can put together a good streak here. Wait, didn't I just like lose a game as this Smash and I'm still playing as them or not? I feel like maybe I fucked something up. Yeah, how did I get from... I got the disconnect win. I don't know. I can't even keep track of it. I broke my whole format. Failed because of that, but whatever. Like, who did I play as this or Wall Knight? I must have lost to Wall Knight. You got a 1, 2, 3 here. That's pretty good. And if you can do that, then... I don't even like the Vampire too much. I feel like it ends up being a waste. Because it's 3 mana, 2, 3 that I often don't get value out of. So that's a bad sign already that it's some sort of meta type shit that everybody uses that. And so... See, this is so good because you'll end up absorbing like fucking 6 damage because of it. So 3 turns of that sitting there, but also that's not really something that I want to allow to sit there for too long either. But I don't have a choice. I'll have to deal with that. See, like, by the time we do this, the game's already over because they're gonna have a million of those fucking... Like, look what a power creep kind of card it is. 1 mana, 2/2 amphibious with an ongoing good effect, like, compared to some other cards that are just simple 1 mana 2/2s with no other, and it would have done a whopping 6 damage to me if not for that guy too. Over the course of time would have been so good. So it's just one of those cards with no downside. I mean, just that value alone is so good. Right, just 1 mana 2/2, which there are a lot of cards like that, but so I'm never gonna be able to deal with that, so I already lose. Lost to Carnassi's Brood over here. This is the Duro Monster Cardo meme from Yu-Gi-Oh! In this game. Like every card game has its example of that. I guess Magic, we saw that with the fucking World Tree or whatever, but that's not exactly the same thing. Just play every fucking minion from your whole deck together. But it's a case where I don't even know what I should be trying to do right now. Bro's addicted to this game. Actually, this is my last time playing though, because this whole month was this is like my final challenge. I have to get to rank 50 or delete my collection, which is pretty clear that I'm not going to get to rank 50. So it's the second PvZ series that ends on an unsatisfactory note, even though the other one I guess I could still keep doing, but the hard mode, but that was going on for too long as well. I'd honestly be happy if I just get to rank 40, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen even. I mean, I definitely could do that, like if I play for another 7 hours, but Bloons Card Storm comes out this month. Really, I haven't heard about that. Yeah, I've never played any of the Bloons games, Ice, right? But they're obviously, I hear they're pretty good, or they're pretty similar to PvZ, obviously. That's the weird thing. I'm not even like a big fan of tower defense games necessarily, but somehow, you know, just with the presentation and everything, something about PvZ does have a certain value to it. Okay, I obviously lose this one. This guy's been here the whole fucking game. But yeah, that was the one I wanted to play too, was Disney Lorcana, and they said they were doing a digital version of it, but then I never heard anything else about it. That seemed like it could have been pretty good. Yeah, I know, it's a card game, but I mean, the series itself I've never played either. It's like, why do I like PvZ so much when I don't typically like the genre? But obviously I love card games anyway. Wait, I did this, yeah, okay, this would be right. Yeah, I could replace this series with that, but I owe it to Duelist 2 to maybe try that, but I also don't even have time to do that now. I'm gonna do another grueling card game challenge actually, which is gonna have to be Magic the Gathering, because my best chance to do it would be now, and I based on this, I'm not too happy about it. I guess I would have to do it with like a more meta focused mindset, because time-wise, it's even gonna be worse than this, I bet. So I don't know what I expect. Alright, this would be epic if he can't deal with it here. Right, just give me one more turn and I'll fucking easily win this, maybe. It could still be one that doesn't trade in, fuck me. Yeah, Duelist 2, Disney Lorcana, maybe that one I could check out too. I wouldn't want to though, because it's gonna spoil the series for me, because I can't afford to be spoiled on a tower defense random game. It'll ruin the story, which is clearly gonna be Shakespearean writing. I am very particular about that though. Like I wouldn't want to play Gwent, the Witcher card game, because I've never played the Witcher series except for the one time. So like, oh, I wouldn't want to spoil that. Or like, yeah, I was even afraid to play Elder Scrolls Legends because of that, because I've played the Elder Scrolls games, but not really fully, so it'll sort of bastardize certain things. That's what MMOs always do too. Like with WoW, like they take lore that was novel and they turn it into a joke because they keep beating it like a dead horse over and over, and just they got to make a new expansion, they got to do this, they got to do that. So the incentive to make content is greater than the, you know, importance of the lore or whatever, which happens with a lot of series, to be fair, like retcons and stuff. You know, that's more important to make a 10th Star Wars movie than it is to make the lore any good. Or like try to keep it consistent from the very beginning. I'm in a good spot, but there's a small window here where I could easily lose if something doesn't go quite right. Leafy animal plant. We do have this ability. I kind of want to do this just because he's going to, you know, he could potentially end up killing himself. This guy should almost have bullseye for that effect too. That would make him really sick. And yeah, that's one of the great mysteries of this game, is why doesn't this guy have why can't he be played as Wall Knight when he's literally holding Wall Knight in his hand? Yeah, look at him, what a clown, what a clown. Haha, I'm gonna freeze you. Wow, what a dumbass. Like, he was probably gonna lose anyway, but bro, trick spamming degenerate fiend over here. Yeah, this might be one of the last packs that we open too if we get up to 100. But no, like rank 40 is like a consolation prize. I finally find Crazy Dave's taco that he's always looking for in the whole franchise, even if I die trying. So this is not really necessary. What you really want is that other thing, the snowdrop itself. That's the best chance that you're gonna get with one of these. So rank 38, I can't really be fearful of who I face though. I mean, even if I face rank 50s now, I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, that I could do a whole playthrough of that whole series. Yeah, let's go through balloons. With stuff like that, I would just do it more as like a normal first playthrough permanent though. Or I want to do that with PvZ too, but I'm never gonna have time. You see, when I do stuff, I like to take my time with it, but then I also feel like, you know, it turns into, well, then if I can't take my time, I don't even want to do it, and then I'll never end up doing it. So, which is especially, oh, here we go. I already lost this. What the fuck? I guess I could have just frozen them and waited it out, but you'll hit me for like 9 here, or you'll trigger the block meter itself. I need like the squash so I can combo with this, but then it's not even gonna work. Or I could just do this, I guess. Seems like the music always bugs out here at some point. So let's see what we get from that. Okay, this one I have pretty much a 0% chance of winning. You just gotta wait till we get back to the Yeti. It's gonna have to carry me. Yeah, those are the 2 series that I do feel like I have to finish because I left them sort of hanging, or at least Smite'll even cut short with respect to you know, I won't do the bonus part of it. I'll just do it till I run out of the rotation heroes, which there's only a few left. So I'll finish that, then I'll have to do the magic challenge, then I'll see what else I want to do. The one series that's sort of left hanging too is or I guess both of my poll things. Like the Wolf Among Us was the story game I was supposed to play, and the 1000-Year Door hard mode, but I guess I never said when I would do them. Right, that's literally been, oh fuck me, literally been sitting there for like years. I guess this one's not even important because you can just, well, that effect is going to be fucked up, but you could kill it because you're going to stun lock it now. The first freeze is all you need. Or no, I keep forgetting that works too. That was a good interaction, obviously. I'm still going to lose this, so it'd be so amazing if I didn't. Like, that could come together, but I just don't see it happening. Is he going to have a way to deal with this? But even if he does, he'd have to play something first, so he kind of exposes himself to this. Yeah, how unfortunate for you, bro. That's too bad, bro. Oh shit, I'm even saying I have no faith, but look at this, dude. We have a chance, because if he can't deal with the dark matter dragon fruits, which he may or may not be able to do, it's just overkill at some point too, even if you don't need the damage. Okay, that's just a 1/1 dinky fucker. So I almost shouldn't worry about it, but I don't know. They could still easily kill me because, right, there's so many ways they could do it, with strike through, with something else. So even if they had summoned something there, I could deal with that. Maybe I'm making a mistake by not dealing with that, but okay, so he's in a bit of a tight spot for sure. And the reason why is because of the simple fact that, okay, that could kill me, the strike through alone. I could put it here, but then you run the risk of, well, I don't know. I love doing both of them at once, which I rarely have ever gotten the opportunity to do, but it's a case where, oh shit. Now, if I put it here, the problem is you miss out on that, but it's probably still the better choice because, you know, I don't like it, but oh no, oh how convenient, dude. It's like I'm not meant to lose this game. I'm getting somehow helped by the universe. Now you wouldn't have known that that's what was going to be there, but okay, what do we do now? When destroyed, make a zombie in random lane. Each zombie does a bonus attack. Oh wow, I actually lose. Fucking look how competitive this is, that you get to play both of them. I lose to like a magical hats interaction, and that's just nuts. So now we got infinity, and then, or wait, no, I got super brains. Not the first time I've said that. Damn it. I was on a little bit of a good streak here off the back of that one disconnect win that we got, at least. I don't mind keeping Badman Rising if I get a decent curve otherwise, which I'm okay with that then. A 2-3, or I mean just a 2-2-2, but 2-3-4, I guess. Which one would I prioritize first? Probably this one, to see if we can get the buffs off. Okay. But no, this was a different sort of way to go about something, where I felt like, or no, this is meant to be an aggro deck anyway, so why am I even worried about that? I keep forgetting because I was trying to play this one like it's a more mid-range thing before. I mean, it was a little different then, but no, like doing this every single day pretty much, and I still didn't have enough time to do it. So the strike through would actually be probably pretty worth it here. To whatever extent that might be relevant, like we still get the damage in. Oh wow. What the fuck? Okay. Maybe I could do this. I don't really like this. This is not how I want to play. It's supposed to be an aggro deck, dude, but he's just clowning me. This looks like it could be an easy win. Like their hand's already burning out and they don't have a lot of high value stuff, but it's going to turn into a disaster if I don't deal with this. I got to outlast what they're doing. And it's not really a case where, you know, they have one card left, but I'm already so low that it ends up becoming a nightmare. Really, look at that, dude. It's like literally Marvel snap pace. It's not even turn 6 and I'm already at 6 health. Now you got this one, you got this one, and I could do this one. So we're leaving ourselves a little exposed here, which clearly they're gonna have some way to deal with that. Oh shit. Well, thankfully they had nothing to play there, I guess, but we're getting into the Bad Moon Rising territory as well. Of course, you don't get the effect off the back of that. I am very scared because I can't really do anything. Or what's so horrible? Oh, but that's a good combo with Bad Moon Rising, actually, if he somehow kills something. Bro got me low, but then he just fell asleep. Like he had nothing he could actually play there. Now, of course, I would like to do Bad Moon Rising just for the fuck of it, but I probably should win anyway, even if I didn't. No, 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 don't do that, don't do that. Oh, come on. No way, don't tell me, dude. Don't tell me. No! Because I can't do anything about that, that's the problem. I have answers for it. I would have had Bad Moon Rising, I would have had this, like, it's just totally non-interactive experience. Let's just go back to the Yeti and let him carry me. Yeah, there's a 0% chance that I would fucking get to rank 50. Like, come on. Be lucky if I get to rank 40. Sauron. Fine, I'll Berry Blast his stupid face if I have to. Or I guess if I have the choice to not do it, then I won't, but if you have no other play, then it's probably still the right thing to do. He's got to at some point go on some really good streak, but so many of these games are like uncanny with like how they happen, where, well, this is the one way to guarantee that you could go face, basically. What's even the point of that if it just happens, you know, immediately? At least if it happens after a phase or something. Like, it doesn't benefit you in any way. Okay, that's good. No, we just gotta hope and pray. Let me get back to the Yeti and then really take advantage of it. I don't know why all of a sudden he's been the one to go for, but... You could do like this. Like, I'm gonna start playing for, I'm gonna start playing for fucking... board control and defensively, which doesn't make sense with this anyway. Alright, that's pretty good. I don't mind trading on the board like that if you're gonna still get the damage in. Which would make me almost want to make a full strike through deck. Like, it's an aggro deck, but it also has board control because you're also playing with strike through, so you get sort of the best of both worlds. So imagine if you have a 40 card deck with every minion having strike through. Right, it would be impossible for you to lose, potentially. There probably just aren't enough of them, really. Zombie player conjures a monster, which doesn't really matter to me too much. It seems dumb, but we're just going for the kill here. If you can deal with it, you can deal with it. I give up. Like, we don't have any long-term capability here. Clearly, he's gonna have some ways to deal with this, but he didn't have anything on the board at least. Like, none of that really matters. That's okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So now you can hope he doesn't have any more. I always hope they play a lot of shit here. Like, if they play too much stuff with respect to the play too much mana with that, then yeah. Well, but he gets to counter it that way too, I guess. God damn it. Right, like that's the only thing he could have played, or some effect off of that that would have saved him. You could play it here, get rid of that. It's not going to be enough necessarily. Like, they always just hang on by a thread like this. Now he's going to have some god tier play, a Zombot or some shit. Okay, that doesn't even bother me. I want you to just use all your brains here so you don't have any reactive play that you can make later, but... Okay, bro, okay. This would have been the play, but now it's not going to work, so... You gotta be kidding me. Like, I don't know what to do with that. That would have been all I needed. Now the block meter is gonna come into play too. Just give me like a fucking berry blast, dude. Okay, dude, okay. You ask and you shall receive. Unless he still kills me here with an effect, but unlikely. I mean, I do have 4 of them in there, to be fair. It's just... Okay, dude, go ahead, do whatever you want. What a clutch epic thing, too, because, again, look at his board, look at the circumstance. If I didn't get that right then, right there, I wouldn't have had any chance of winning. So, Solar Flare clutches one out. You know, even if you go on a couple good streaks, it's like, it doesn't mean that every game still isn't close. Or intense, you know. Like my win streak is Cerberus from Smite, where it's like, you know, I win 8 games in a row, which is, you know, the best streak of that playthrough at least, but it doesn't mean that it's actually good. Like that every game wasn't super close, we're about to lose, we make an epic comeback, so it doesn't tell you the whole story just to say you won 8 games in a row. Cerberus has the most paralyzing spit since the Hawk Tour girl, haha. That everybody loved that title apparently. I hate that, but that's like that's my most viewed video for that series apparently. Not ones where something more influential, impactful happens. I should have probably waited. Gain strike through, but it doesn't have any attack anyway. Okay, that's very handy. I keep forgetting that it comes down fully to just RNG and the block meter, so why even bother playing the game? Like, unfortunately, that is what it's all about. I don't really want to do that, but it's just kind of a waste. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Alright, that's fine. That's not a very efficient way to use that. Nobody ever gets the double damage effect from that. I've only ever seen it like once or twice in the whole history of the game. We could do that, or we could do strike through. Okay, he'll trade in there, which won't even trade. What? Why the fuck would you do that? I don't know why I'm even so eager to do that. Do you have the ability to okay, kill that off now. I don't know what they're gonna have left, and the problem is I'd have to play 2 things to deal with the block meter, so we'd have to do it here, where, you know, I could save myself and almost kill him at the same time. They may have removal for it, they may not. Well, you realize that bro. Okay, Infinity, then we got Combustible. This is normally the stretch where we tend to do well with these aggro decks, right? This whole Super Brains to Combustible stretch. We kind of play them all together in a row. So let's see what we got. 1, 3, you don't want that. I'm okay with that, I guess. I always have that strong bias to take 3 and 4 costs in my mulligan, just because, again, it could be better than the alternative, even though this isn't the kind of game where you think that would be an issue. So you go here, and again, I don't like this guy at all, but I'll give him a shot, I guess. Bro is literally me in this game because I fucking got clowned. You probably do this one here. And the way that you can look at it is, you know, that'll trade in pretty well. Okay, that might be problematic for me for sure. It won't actually kill mine though, so maybe it's still okay for the next turn. He's already down to 10. Okay, here we go. That card is kind of busted, the 2 damage in each ground lane. Oh god. I would rather not do it. In fact, let's not even do it yet, and then even as dumb as that seems, like we'll wait, we'll put it in a gravestone, and then we'll flip him back even the next oh, okay, fine. So he's pretty low, but I don't like the spot that I'm in. We get saved by the block meter. We get this. Potentially posing lethal, almost coming up. So what you have is you can flip this back. And you can... Holy shit. You're going to be distracted by this, but it's not like I'm going to win necessarily because of that. I'll go here. I have no choice. They're almost going to kill me here. So that's going to come up a little bit short here. Fuck. Okay, so we got combustible, and then we'll go back to the Yeti, I guess. Who's been my only salvation here lately? Or wait, we're gonna keep farming the same guy over and over at least. Which is not necessarily even a good thing, because they could be really good, but... That's one of the first times I've noticed that actually happening, though. Or wait, wasn't that a different number? So does that mean that it's just a fake account? Or a bot? Because yeah, at a weird time like this, who else is going to be playing the game? But I've said that before, and it's surprising that, you know, it's surprising that you always find a matchup anyway. Bro thinks he's Michael Phelps. He used to be afraid of heights and water. True story. I guess I can do this. Sometimes I'll use this to kill a minion, but you'd rather do it just to do extra damage, honestly, if you can help it. But yeah, like I'm OCD about spoilers in that way. That's what I was talking about before. Like, I wouldn't want to play Elder Scrolls Online or Elder Scrolls Legends because it will ruin or bastardize the lore in some way that everything is so immersive and important to me. So even with like a card game or even anything else, I would still be particular about that kind of thing. That's okay, I guess. When played, freeze all plants in the water. Freeze all plants, period. But yeah, you can maybe get in the rhythm of farming the same people over and over within a certain time. Even, I would say, at a certain rank, if that was even relevant, but it's not, because you're not able to... the rank matchup element doesn't really matter. It doesn't really work like that. Yeah, I would have literally had to like quit my job and just fucking play this game full time, which I sort of did still play it full time to the extent that you know, like I wasn't doing any other category at least. That's to stop the, you know, evolution effect, but I don't know if that was entirely worth it. You know, you could get lucky with the, or no, I should win no matter what now, because depending on what they get from the lock meter itself, because I can trigger it with this, and then the problem is, what if this doesn't trigger it though? I think I'm gonna lose actually, because that didn't work out quite the way that I anticipated. If they didn't summon that there, then that would have potentially killed them. So boring, bro. Come on. Okay, let's get back to the Yeti here. Why didn't you use sour grapes? Would have wiped his field with... Oh yeah, I forgot that it works like that. Or I don't think I've ever seen it actually work like that before. Okay, who do we have next? We did combustible. We'll do the Yeti now, who has been really good. I'm only thinking of Berry Blast when I see that guy. Okay, we'll try to go on another epic streak, because he has single-handedly gotten me from rank 36 to 38, right? He went on the 2 win streaks that got me there. Okay, so here we're gonna continue this. So we have the Yeti. Again, I'm okay with rank. How much is left? 6 hours. 6 hours is still a lot. Why did I feel like it would be shorter than that? It was like 8. Oh wow, it's actually a little bit longer than I was expecting, but it would be like 2 o'clock. I thought it was gonna be 1. But no, I mean the 50 thing is just off the table. Sunflower Kong, because Sunflower King must have been taken. Still better than putting numbers in your name. It should really show your own name and your own rank. Like, obviously you know it, but it's just like for the sake of streaming, because this is such a big category on Twitch that has an average of 1 fucking person streaming it. Or actually it has an average of less than 1, because, you know, it's just one of those completely dead categories, but yet still has a passionate fan following. That's almost a good strategy, I guess. Not that I really think of it like that, but like, do pick out categories that have a lot of followers or something, or just like dead categories that have 0 viewers, so that anytime you play it, people will watch you just because, oh, they're fans of the game. Like, it gives you like a monopoly over a category. So that can sometimes be a strategy that maybe people would say with a small streamer is good. Like, this is like a diminishing returns type of effect too. Like, the more times you use Gotify, the stronger they'll become, right? Because, or no, it's only when it's out there though. Do you have I don't really want to do that, but because of the simple fact of the curve, I guess I should. Yeah, the lesson is I would have had to have played longer, which itself is bullshit, and I would have also had to, you know, use like something better as far as the deck. But even that doesn't work, because I couldn't have done that because it's within the context of what I have. So that part I can accept. But, you know, would it have been possible for me to do it if I played an extremely long amount of time? And unfortunately, the answer is yes, I would have been able to. The problem is this stupid ass gargoyle is gonna fuck me over. I don't really like that, and the text is kind of bugging out there, which happens from time to time. Monkey smuggler, the bro at the end of the Obra Dinn who gives you like a monkey as a reward or something. I forget what the fuck that was. Some weird shit happens at the end. That's the game that made me grateful to be a small streamer, because otherwise people would spoil the shit out of it, and it was such an authentic, amazing experience otherwise. Sitting there for like 5 hours, 7 hours trying to figure out some of this stuff that seems basic but is extremely nuanced otherwise. That's always what you see with stuff online, is that everybody's a genius and knows everything and everything's easy, and it's, you know, totally not hindsight bias, but... Wait, this gargoyle has fucked me over for the last time. Yeah, I'm trying to get to rank 40, and that's pretty much it, dude. I don't have the patience to do this. But that's the thing, I would never say, oh, I can't get to rank 50 no matter what my decks are. Well, within reason, but like with what I have, because if you play enough, you're going to get all these other matchups and other ranks. So it doesn't matter what rank you are, right? There's never going to be a time where, oh, I have to beat rank 45 and plus over and over and over. I wouldn't necessarily be able to do that consistently, but you don't have to do it, because you don't have to. Oh, shit. You don't have to do it, and the reason why you don't have to do it is because it looks like the Yeti's gonna fucking let me down here. So the strike through is a problem, although I might still be willing to do this. Like, think about it mathematically. Even if I won every single game I play now for the next 6 hours, I guess then I would be able to do it, but there's no way I have that kind of win rate. That is kind of rough, dude. I should have obviously done this sooner, where I started to play more, but I played a good amount at the beginning. Why would you even do that? At the beginning, I was kind of playing... Well, at the beginning of the season, I wasn't even doing this every day. I thought, oh, I could just do it here and there, right? And I'll still do other categories. Then I went through so many different phases with it. Then I realized, okay, I probably should play it every day and give up my other categories. Then I'm like, okay, I should play it twice a day, like once in the morning, once at night, or like for longer periods. And then I went through a phase like where I'm like, I kind of am hard stuck, so I just kind of give up, and I'm just doing it for an hour a day and a little shorter. And then at the last second, I'm having some, you know, desire to try to do it a bit more, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, the strike through is going to happen anyway, so I don't know if that matters really too much. You could freeze them both, and the point is that, you know, I can try to drag it out a little more. Unfortunately, the nurse isn't going to heal me. Average NA customer, where you're fucking complaining like, oh, the nurse isn't gonna heal me because I don't have health insurance. You can do this, and then hopefully we get healed a little bit, which might give me a chance. The Yeti is just not meant to lose here, I guess. I'm sort of telegraphing I have an answer for this, but this thing is very, very common. Even the music can't handle this. Like, it's totally bugged out. I feel like what happened as soon as I hit rank 38? I was on a good streak, and then all of a sudden, why should it change? Like, it somehow throttles you, but it really doesn't. Okay, now that's actually a big deal, because that healing is going to be monumentally impactful. That I may actually have a chance now, especially with the infinite value that we might get from the Yeti itself. That, you know, has this sort of long-term, long-game value. And now if I keep healing again, it could become a big deal. We fill up the board completely, so I'm pretty... Look at that reversal, dude. The Yeti is just not meant to lose. What could you possibly do to this? Cornucopia or some shit, if you could even use that? I don't even know. No, I don't think she can. That's really meant for Wall Knight, because you're gonna... I mean, Solar Flare uses it too, but like Wall Knight, because you're gonna drag the game out so long. Look at that reversal, dude. I'd be pissed. I've had games like this. Doesn't mean they can't win, but it's gonna be tough now. And again, I'm gonna only heal for more potentially. No, they cuck me on the healing because, of course, the block meter is such a fun and interactive mechanic. No, but bro is seething right now. He's seething because of this shit. Transform, okay. +1/+1. I'm still in a little bit of trouble mathematically, but we definitely... That heal was very impactful, and so... This is the problem, though, with turns like this, is I have so many brains. Oh, shit. But I don't have the means to actually use them because I don't have anything. You know, if only I had, like, Bad Moon Rising... if I could use Bad Moon Rising with this, that would be so good. Now, I should absorb that with the block meter, but it's not a guarantee. Look at that, dude. Look at that. It was almost looking to be an epic comeback, but it wasn't. But at least that was like a suitably intense kind of game. Maybe Rose is just too strong for any of my decks to beat, because we did Combustible. Right, we do Infinity, Combustible, the Yeti. Okay, I'm not really feeling too confident about this now. I would love to just hear the mathematics on it. Like, how long would it have taken me to do this? And the answer is such an obscene amount of time that while it probably would have been possible, it would have been very stupid. That should mean that I get a second chance. The fact that I get to rank 40 is an honorable mention, but fuck that, dude. I'm done. Like, I'm fucking very surprised. So we can play a little defensively here. Nothing doesn't bother me. Only dude who bothers me at this stage is that stupid con man. You do the berry there, or I'll block whatever else they decide to play. That's fine with me. Farm out his attack. I could have just done this, but okay, that's a good slow play that I like to see. I love these cosmic cards actually, but sometimes people say they're not that good. But yeah, like this card is god. If you have this with the green shadow thing, like what I'm using with sort of the pseudo ice synergy, that is a god level card. If you have like the squash already out there and stuff. Yeah, we may as well make this count. You got 6 hours left. I want something like just crazy to happen. Like I'll discover some bug where we just win every game with the concede glitch, and just somehow I want to just see that happen. So just some mad broken shit. So this can be good right now still even, but I could maybe wait. This thing tends to be not really that good, but it's a little different now with the 3 attack. But the 3 attack that you would get with it isn't even impactful anymore. And the reason why is because whatever, it doesn't even do anything. But yeah, that Piconolith thing is so well regarded by people, but it's not actually all that great in my opinion. So now you have you could do this, but no, it won't freeze them there though, only next door. But there's nothing else I can do. Might still be sort of worth it, but the problem is that this won't even kill it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, that's not a bad play, but that football guy is going to be pretty tough to deal with. You kill that, you trade that, you do that, and then you get to the freeze effect here could be very good. If I could freeze the football guy, for example, now, I could freeze that, which is not very impactful at all. The problem with this kind of game is exactly what you always look at, though, is the fact that it's going to drag on too long, and then they're going to have better value in the late game than I do. So, in a way, Wall Knight's doing what he's meant to do, that he's dragging the game out and lasting a long time and surviving. But the downside, the drawback is that, well, you did your part, Holly Jolly, because I have to give it to you there. Like, he still did very well. But now my board isn't going to be that good. That's quite the impactful one to get from that, actually. So I don't like the position that I'm in, but we could do this combo. Definitely, if we get out Starch Lord, the realization is that, I don't know. Angel Crack. No, I prefer Devil's Breath personally. Haha. Sounds like some different kind of drug. You know, this can be a crazy like 8 damage thing if you use that one little bubble thing, right? Give it +4 health and move it to a different lane. That can be a bit of a good surprise. You have the ability to do this, and well, actually, that won't even work because maybe I should just get rid of that. I don't know. Loco Coco is kind of okay. I might live to regret this decision with I don't know, like he doesn't have any other Gargantuars and he can't play any right now, but he's gonna have some kind of Badman Rising play coming up. So now you're gonna get a little strike through damage in. It's like, oh, I could do this, but it'll only be at the end of the turn. So wait, No, I guess it'll last through like normal. I don't know why I think it'll end early, then I won't be able to do it. It shouldn't be until there, so... Yeah, this is kind of a really nasty interaction. Anything that does that is so hard to figure out, like that 5/5 shovel dude who does the same thing. Who puts everything into a gravestone and switches them around like Rose using magical hats, basically. So in this case, it would actually help me. And so Starch Lord is going to be the value that we really need to rely upon here. The good thing is they're pretty low. I have Strike Through, I have that, and now I have the ability to finish this dude off too with respect to this. And so again, that only actually helps me. This is good because it also hits face actually. You have maybe this, this, and this could be good. Loco Coco thing. Or maybe even this. You put it here, you put it there, you put it there. That should be a nasty enough play that's hard to play around. Especially considering the fact that now neither of these have team up, but it like takes over. That's actually an invalid interaction. I'm cheating because neither of those have team up, but it still works because when you evolve it, I guess it doesn't even take over the team up. Right, so how are you even allowed to do that? Now that's at least good for them to save themselves from the damage they'll have to do to these, but it's still good because I doubt you should have an answer for this, but maybe you do. All this shit is not going to help you. Alright, that's good. And then you get to go on a 5-game win streak, 9-game win streak just to end this series off. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I did what I could. I just hate that aspect. Like, it's not something I had an issue with so much in the past, but like, if I fail something, oh, it's because of time rather than ability or something else. Just like where these 1 month things feel like they're not long enough. Right, these 1 month seasons for a casual clown like me, even if this is a casual clown game. Which again, it's not even necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like, it's meant to be casual, so that's okay. So now you can do this guy, or actually not yet. So this is okay. I mean, I'm leaving that around for too long, but I can't do anything about it, so I'm fucked. Okay, you got Deadly, which is pretty convenient against this kind of thing, but it's okay. It's gonna make that really annoying to get rid of. And I almost don't even want to. I'll just ignore him and just start going face or something. This guy looks like he belongs to have a monocle or something. 300 laps a day, every day, that's how I do it. Now the Deadly's gonna fuck me over there a little bit. Nothing I can really do about it either. And it, oh no, I can do something. Even though it means sacrificing this. Or no, I can do it. Even though that's giving him maybe undue amounts of value here. You have the ability to save the Starch Lord, the Meme Lord himself that people are writing copy pastas and shit about. So even though he's getting infinite value from this, I'm getting infinite value from this. So let's see which one evens itself out. Meta versus meta, even though I'm not really. Like, it just happens to be in there, but... So that's not gonna actually kill it. It might be worth it to even do this shit now, even though I don't want to. It's like, even though Starch Lord is getting me good value, I have to kind of cut my losses at some point. It's gonna be so impossible to get rid of this otherwise that, yeah, summon something big here and I'll feel validated, but it'll be probably a fucking gravestone. Or you'll play on top of it. Yeah, of course. The old chest onto chest combo after you already played a chest there. You don't always play chess, but when you do, well, that made it very worth it for me to do this, huh? Wait, how did he even afford? Oh, because that thing has the reductive cost value. So that was an efficient play, but he also got an infinite amount of value from all this shit that I have no chance of winning now. Do you have the cosmic nuts? I don't know what I should even be trying to do here. Should I try to play on the board? Should I try to just go face? Like, I don't even know. What does that affect even now? When you play a plan, the plan's attack becomes 3. Which is potentially a bad card at times. But this dude I can't really deal with very easily, and so that was very good for the environment. This would be okay, but it's not going to do enough damage. Or I mean, it's not going to have enough health to survive, or actually it might. You play a plant? No, I don't want that. You know, you might think, oh, why not play it on there? But I don't want to overcommit to it either. I want to spread it out a bit. So it would actually have survived, but now it's not going to because, of course. Now, did you get both of these from a Discover effect, or is one of them... Okay, one of them you had, and one of them you happened to get from that. Incredible. Bro, come on, man. Little Hawk 2 a moment. Hawk 2 reference. That he hawks the fucking candy at you. Hawk 2, a Halloween edition. Everybody is obsessed with the meme. This is the kind of shit that people care about or reward. Get rid of this. You could do this. I don't really even want to. Let's do that. But he has strike through anyway, I mean. So we could absorb it with the block meter. What is this? Okay, what the fuck? I really have no idea what. In games like this, I get very, annoyed. Like, oh, maybe I'm not making the optimal play, but like, do I really have a chance to win anyway? Like, they're obviously just gonna wreck the shit out of me. That could really screw me over too. All Gargantua's hide. Okay, come on. Doesn't this seem so fun? Like, doesn't it sound like I'm having fun when I'm fucking... Whatever, dude. It was a mistake, though. I should have somehow found time earlier in the month, in the season, to try to play even more, I guess, but... Actually, that frenzy alone is gonna kill me, so what's the point? I'm sounding like RFK over here. I don't know what actually his issue is with his voice. I never really noticed that, or I never really listened to it too much until recently. Lost to Thomas, cosplayer. You would think, oh, that's what it's supposed to be based on, but it doesn't make her look exactly like that even. So I'm hard stuck at 38 now. And so I'm done, dude. I'm just doing it as like a consolation prize. Like, I don't even care. It doesn't even matter, dude. I'm more so curious to see if they'll get to rank 50. Imagine that. You get to 49, but you can't get to 50. At least with me, it's like I feel bad that I could get to 40 just to show like, okay, I could get within range of it. But who knows how long it would have taken to get from 40 to 50. But my assumption is it wouldn't take that much longer than like 30 to 40, because what could be the difference? The matchups are going to be relatively the same. Everything's going to be about the same. You need that level of certainty that you have. You need a certain level of certainty that like your win rate is really over the top, and mine is not really good enough to win most of the, like, it won't be enough basically. I wouldn't mind doing that, but you know, it would still trade in the next turn. These things can get out of hand very quickly, unfortunately. A lot of games that actually ends up happening. We can maybe bait that and actually kill it for free, or we could do it to something else. Or we could do it to this, which would... Oh, shit. I guess we may as well now. So at least this one won't die. So that won't even trade in, and then we're in trouble. So now you have this guy, and I could buff it too, I guess. That'd be probably a pretty worthy turn to make. So that should be able to kill it, I guess, unless you buff it again. But no, like card generation counts as card draw too. It's for a lot of effects. Which is arguably maybe not even how it should work, but... Dude, what is this music? Is my headphone bugged out? Am I going deaf, or is it actually a bug with the game? Okay, that's beautiful. And so you have you have this, which will kill my other shit. And so you have I don't know, it's sort of inevitable that you're going to do that. What the fuck is this, dude? That you play this game so much or so hardcore that you end up bugging it out. Why does it happen so randomly like that? Like, what? How do I win 4 in a row and then, you know, some of it is just luck. Like, one of them will be a disconnect, one of them will be a game I should have lost and I got lucky. You know, it's not very authentic. So This is going really badly, actually, but then again, there's... Oh, here we go. They're kind of burnt out of cards, too, but now... How do they have so many of those? Like, what the fuck? It seems like a waste of that, but now I won't get a chance to even play it, so... Okay, man. I can't think of who else has done a really good streak lately. It's only been the Yeti who had those two. And I guess before that, nobody was doing anything because I was getting hard so I get rank 35. Oh, fuck. I meant to do that. Okay, so what you have here is the simple ability to just die, basically. Bro. Can I play the game? Like, I don't even care if I lose, but can I play the game? Just forget it. Fucking clown grass knuckles piece of shit. Now we got green shadow. We got 5 hours left, so I mean, I could theoretically do it if I have the energy to actually stay awake. This game is gonna put me to sleep, but not because it's even necessarily boring, but because I'm just fucking tired and I don't feel like playing this long, but I better do it. I couldn't stay up all night, so I still went to bed, but then I kind of woke up early to still be able to do it. Okay, this is good. I wouldn't mind freezing something if he tries to kill it, but he doesn't. So that's okay. It's still in service of the effect. Even if it dies, it still freezes in the process. And so you have the ability to... You know, arguably you could say, oh, maybe that shouldn't happen. It didn't get frozen because it's already dead. Only if it stays alive does it really count as a freeze. So I want you to summon something, but you're not. You know what, dude? Because of how annoying that is, I almost would rather wait because I want to make sure I get the value from this. Let's do +2 frenzy. Now I can do both of these or this and this. I don't care about the environment too much. Said everybody ever, right? In the modern era. Okay, you could also... You know, this would... I feel weird, but... This would be kind of worth it because that's such an easy play to make, like... But then again, he's gonna just keep doing it because that it's not like he had to commit to the buff. It's just gonna be the nature of the environment itself, so... But now the next time he plays it, I can play, freeze it. Or if I got the squash, that would be good. So, like, the point is, if you can't deal with this, it's gonna be sort of fool's gold. That you have right now you'll think, oh, surely next turn he's not gonna have another freeze, but then I'll do it again, and then surely the turn after that I'll do it again. Like, so keep trying to rely on these big minions, but maybe I could also use the squash here. So we have a very strong board, and if they can't deal with these snowdrops, this is what ends up happening, really. Fuck me. Still okay, but I would have liked to have seen something else. This could potentially kill them. Now the other one's not really going to be that good. So you would have lethal if they don't have an answer and if they don't get the block meter. So you got a lot of RNG at play here. Move zombie. Okay, fine. Okay, no block meter left, which is both a good and a bad sign. It means that their deck is virtually indestructible, but also it's You know, I might have a chance here. I don't know. I guess this could be a good finisher, but I don't have enough stuff out there to make it really happen. I guess I'll do that. Like, I'm not even too happy about it. So what you have is it'll kill the... Oh, wow. What the fuck? No, oh wow, I think I might just be dead even if you can do the math, but maybe the frenzy will do it even if I say get saved here. The problem is that that could be the finisher if I get a piece of removal. Or no, fuck. I thought it would stop for some reason. Okay, whatever, dude. I'm done. Okay, give me Bad Moon Rising. Which, again, I always call him that because I don't value his shitty fucking... You know, I don't like him as a hero, but I do like the fact that he's the only one I have that can use Bad Moon Rising itself, and often very disappointingly. Even whenever I win, I'll win before I get a chance to play it, like... At least in this case, because now it's an aggro deck. So that makes it pretty predictable that they... Okay. But at least they're wasting it early, but then again, I don't really have any late game plays that I'd be waiting for anyway. But it does give them an element of mystery of what it is, so I guess that has a certain value to it. We do get Bad Moon Rising there. I'm not too sure if that's gonna even play out though. So they just sit there and do absolutely nothing. Okay, so they're taking a good amount of damage. The only thing we got to worry about is, again, can I get to the point where I have a good amount of stuff on the board to be able to play Bad Moon Rising, because they're certainly going to last long enough to do this. And can I deal with the heal? And that's obviously the perfect thing that they could get there. But it will be deadly anyway, so it's actually not that big of a deal. Well... That's too bad. So you'll still take 10 after all this shit. That's okay. So now we're one move away from actually being able to do it, and it's unlikely they'll be able to clear my whole fucking board. And now I almost want them to heal just so I can rub the Bad Moon Rising in their face so you drag it out longer. Yeah, go ahead, dude, go ahead. I asked for it. I just want you to prolong your suffering. Even though now they might actually have a chance to do something. I've gotten a 5-lane Bad Moon Rising finally recently, but this is at least... I guess I could have gotten it again if I had the... Oh no. If I had the Brain Vendor. What? You fucking bitch. Well, no, I don't know if I'll even be able to do it at all. The effect of this is pretty good for that, though, is if you do kill it, then I have the 2 left over as fodder for the Bad Moon Rising. So that... Oh, wow. You kind of got to be careful what you wish for. I said I wanted the thing. I kind of want this to die, actually, because That might give me the triggers for it, but the problem is that you gotta wait so long before you get to play it that it ends up not really helping. Now I have a very small chance of winning because... Oh, and the brain vendor is pretty good too because you have the ability to still play it later. You know, that's always just like a free minion, even on an empty board. Dude, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like, what is this, dude? What the fuck is this, dude? I'll still do it. I give up, man. The likelihood of that sort of turnaround is just insane, man. That might still be pretty good value because we might very well get that effect unless they somehow had an answer for that, and then we'll do it again. Fuck it. Honestly, not really the greatest one that you want here because you'd rather have just a bigger statted minion. You know, that's also something that relies on having more stuff out there on the board. I almost wouldn't want to do this because this guy's so good, but let's see what he does. And we even do have the bullseye, so if this doesn't trigger the block meter, well... What? Bro, I'm getting trolled in the game right now. This was the most unlikely game that you've ever seen. You could do Bad Moon Rising again for this one, which is not going to be very good. No, this dude is a fucking clown, man. And destroy and make a zombie here, not really even that good at all. Dude, this is like one of those hard stuck rank moments. Like, how did I get so smoothly? Not even that smoothly, but how did I get through some of these ranks so smoothly and then it ends up being like this? Okay, I have to do that. I have to do the heal. Yeah, I heard you like healing, so we give you a taste of your own medicine right on your own fucking fly trap. The problem is that fly trap planet. What the fuck is this, dude? Directed by M. Night Shyamalan, not far from Mercury Flytrap Planet. Okay, that force field one is actually kind of cool. And so now you have the ability to still hit you in the face, but I mean now you have way too much health. We did get through his whole block meter though, so that counts for something. That doesn't actually happen too often. So I was literally one turn away from doing the perfect Bad Moon Rising play with respect to you know, I mean I have nothing in my hand, so I appreciate your desire to BM me, but or the fact that you're just a bot. I'm willing to go the distance if I have to, but I'm also gonna fall asleep again. I don't think I've ever really fallen asleep on stream. I guess I almost did in some of those Hearthstone streams, but you do have a good curve actually, even if they're not the best uses of these cards. I don't really like this thing either. Like, what's the point? The effect is so stupid. It's meant to be, I guess, a negative effect because oh no, a 2-mana 4/1 is just too strong, even though you have the same exact thing for that clockwork clown as the zombie. You should put it in the lane that you don't want it to be in. Okay, so we match 1-for-1 there, even though mine is a little bit more expensive. Then we can go like this. Or at least if it moved every turn like that, that would make it kind of worth it. Then it would keep jumping around. Bro looks like he's on drugs or something. What would one word describe unpredictable? The second reference to drugs we've gotten in a kid's game. Angel, what was it? Angel something. You have the ability to try to rush him down here. That would be the best chance that I get. This thing can be pretty good, honestly. And so we'll ignore what he's doing still at my own peril. And then we have the strike through coming up. Again, you got to play this with like a one-track mind as far as I'm concerned. There's no other win condition. If you have to worry about this, you're not going to win anyway. And so you have that very convenient thing. Just rely on the block meter to both save your life in terms of I would have died, but oh no, I got saved by the block meter. But also I get a superpower from it too on top of that that saves me even further. Like, this is how the game works, man. Very fun and interactive. So either way, this would potentially work. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do or not, but you're gonna take the damage anyway, so I mean, okay, fine. Now I could still win if the block meter doesn't save you. The fact that you hit him twice, I don't think really because it happens contemporaneously. So you could still win there. Okay, fine. Pure RNG outcome. Very nice. You know, there's not much I can say here, dude. There's really nothing I can say. It's pretty tough because you can't really do anything when it comes to okay, so we'll do what am I hearing? There's like some echo. Get rid of these, obviously, although that chicken thing can be pretty good as like a last minute late kind of not a last minute thing. Like, it'll be very convenient at times, even for an aggro deck, because it'll clear everything that they thought they were going to defend themselves with. You know, it'll be like a desperation turn where they fill up the board with a bunch of low health stuff and then you just wipe it out, so that can be very handy at times. No, but this was a good experience. But oh, look at their name. Are they for real? Sunflower. How could that not have been taken if this game even cares about whether names are taken or not? If, you know, he's not just a bot. What a perfect name. You have the ability to go here, and then you have either of these. Everything's fine. Just play on curve. You know, you could argue cards like this don't even belong in an aggro deck, but you know, this will be good because, like, I don't want to kill that, but I might be able to kill it anyway with this, or maybe with this effect. So I don't want to go out of my way to do it. I hope that works out and actually plays out, but I don't know. What is this fucking music? Something just feels off about it. I don't know. Okay, that worked out perfectly as far as the actual this is a bad kind of turn. I don't like it, and I'll even just do that because it's still better than whatever else we got here. Okay, this is what we can do here. I can do this, but I shouldn't really bother. You get the strike through, and then you'll have the ability to yeah, he's gonna power level to rank 50, clearly. I love it though. Nobody's even fucking doing it. Shouldn't you two be worried about it? Shouldn't you take a day off school or something to fucking try to get to rank 50? You don't have much time left. It's literally a matter of hours. Unless it's different, like based on your time zone, but that doesn't really make sense. Like it would be different, but it would be, you know, just a conversion of the same time. This is already sort of a failure because you're kind of pretty far into the game and they're at a pretty high health value, so I'm not sure what to make of it. In this kind of deck, I wouldn't mind playing that actually on amphibious territory, but in fact, I probably should. I just want to get the damage in first though, and I assume they're just going to do that kind of shit anyway. I don't care about that thing. I wouldn't mind doing this, but this guy's not going anywhere. You know, I can't afford to really leave that around, but I could just do this. I mean, I don't know what the point of it is, and he's gonna use a trick to remove it. Bro. You won't even let me have the satisfaction of getting a fucking rank 40 for whatever shit that's worth, which is really not worth anything. This is one of these cards that just has like this quality to it that's like, if you have that, I just lose. Like, I just can't deal with that. You might think, oh, but that's just with my aggro decks, but even with my non-aggro decks, like, I can't. It's gonna keep you alive, so my aggro decks burn out, or it's gonna keep you in the game, so my other decks can't beat you either, and then it's going to make you pull away in a way that I can't deal with otherwise. And so now you have the ability to try to rush them down a little here, but when you last this long, it just ends up being useless to me. But no, this game almost makes me think of Hollow Knight with a weird way. Like, it's a game that I didn't even realize that as I was playing Hollow Knight, but it's like, you know what it does is it basically says like every enemy, every character in the game is a bug, even if it's not super obvious or clear that they are. Everything is just a bug, right? Every single thing, apparently. And so what that means is that, you know, this game kind of operates in the same logic. Like, everything is a zombie no matter what, which that's not too hard to extrapolate. But everything is a plant somehow, right? Like, this doesn't look like a plant at all, but oh, it's somehow a mushroom, which isn't even a plant. It's such a contradiction. A mushroom is a fungi. This game is teaching kids, who is the average player base of it, you know, biology and everything the wrong way, like the animal kingdoms. Like, you can't say that, because a mushroom is a fungi, an animal is an animal, and a plant is a plant. Those are three different things. Like, how can you do this? Well, whatever that was not a very impactful cornucopia play. See, these kind of games you should almost just resign on the spot, because you're not going to do anything. What? It's not even good, because you just summon one thing. Like, he's just rolling in them. He's using that like how I use Bad Moon Rising, where, oh shit, where you have wait, but how would he have known? Oh, it's not like an intended synergy, it just happened. But now, oh, guess what? He's gonna do it again. But no, you have this like, you know, I'll do it on one thing just because it's the best that I can get, really, at times. I don't know how I'm even lasting this long. And sometimes you can have these epic comebacks, but this doesn't seem like the kind of... You can't beat a guy who has such an iconic name like that, dude. This guy literally made the game. He's literally the developer for the game with a name like that. I can do this just for the fuck of it. Give him another cornucopia. That guy pays for itself with the sickness of his animations. The 500 gem that I wasted on him, just like every other event card in the fucking game. Literally in top deck mode. So now we get to go to combustible. And maybe the Yeti can save me yet again. But we've seen the maximum number of cornucopias ever played in a single game of this game. And honestly, this guy kind of sucks, to be honest. Because he's not only worse than Badman Rising, he's way worse than Badman Rising. Because look at what he just got. Like, yeah, Badman Rising requires something to be out there, but it also only costs 7. This thing summons a 6/6, but it also costs too much. 10 is way too expensive. So if I were to compare those two cards, it's actually way worse, right? Badman Rising requires stuff to be out there, but that's okay, because what it gives you in return is a 5+ cost card, which is going to be very good. This thing requires you to obviously, the good thing I guess is it could give stuff with team up, so I don't know how exactly that works, but if you already have stuff in the lane, it could still summon something. But it can give you random shit like 1/1, 2/2, like what you just saw. What he got from it was garbage.